TMR Gang is about to go live online. Catch the video stream of the hottest and most awarded morning program on Philippine FM radio. The Morning Rush. Straight from the Monster Facebook page at RX931, the Monster YouTube channel at RX931, and twitch.tv/Monster RX931. Time to have fun with hosts Chico, Hazel, and Marky. Join the TMR Gang now. Stand by and enjoy the program.
Monster RX93.1. Time for the top 10 for today, and we are live on Facebook.
Yes, we are on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. Good morning to everybody in the comment section. Thanks for joining us. Also, hello to people texting us like Philip.
Chongla.
Hello. Hi to Tin. And good morning to Butter Baby again. Hi to EJ as well. Good morning, Goldine. And Goldine says, I remembered I came across this a few days ago and saved it. Sakto sa forgiveness. It's like a whole quote. Okay, let's read it.
Okay, sige.
Forgiving someone doesn't mean condoning their behavior. It doesn't mean forgetting how they hurt you or giving that person room to hurt you again. Forgiving someone means making peace with what happened. It means acknowledging your wound, giving yourself permission to feel the pain, and recognizing why that pain no longer serves you. It means letting go of the hurt and resentment so that you can heal and move on.
Oh, that's nice.
It's a quote from Danielle Koepke.
Oh, that's nice. I like that.
That's nice. Hello, good morning to Carrie, Bernice, Cole, also Bernice's office mates, Kat, Jan, and John. Hi to Japat. Good morning. Also saying hello to Chinito Ken again. Yung galit ng mga tao sa Twitter, kalabasa ba yun, Hazel?
Huh? What's kalabasa?
Ano yung kalabasa?
Ano yung kalabasa?
Ba't may kalabasa?
Or calabasas.
No, kalabasa.
Like in a Justin
Literal na
Bieber.
kalabasa.
In calabasas.
But yeah, I think you all know what I was referring to earlier. Hello to Edric, who says, good morning, sounding off on the condo talk. We have recurring utilities or a balance na July 2021 pa. I paid through GCash because of the lockdown. Na-credit nila sa unit ng kabilang tower. I was livid, parang kay Hazel. I asked them to send me an IR or an OR. IR? OR? And make sure the employee is liable for the mistake and di na mauulit. IR as an incident report.
Oh,
Buti, I
okay,
have an email trail to prove that I paid. Nakakainis talaga. Yeah, nakakainis talaga yon. Hello, you paid, tapos kukulitin ka pa.
Yeah.
Hello to Carlo, who also says, hi guys, different setups for electricity. Both are practiced. Magkaiba lang yung sa condos natin.
Oo nga.
I guess depende sa
Kami
developer.
kasi direct talaga. Direct kami sa Meralco. They don't pay it for us. Even the I think pag yung hindi pa nalilipat sa'yo yung unit.
Yung title, you mean?
Oh, yung title. Parang I think that's when ang sumisingil sa'yo yung condo.
Oh.
But the moment that it's yours, then they give you the Meralco. Parang ganun yata sa
Okay. Good morning to Coco Hernandez, who says, please add memories of what you remember when you first heard the song. If we ever do the playlist picks.
We can.
And hello to EJ, who says, please greet the napakasipag at guwapo kong ka-work, Sir Ronnie. Will soon be rendering my final weeks of my current employer.
Oh.
Okay, and hi to Rhyme and Reason. Ang bilis ng oras pero ang tagal ng update sa computer ko. Okay. Thank God you're in the background. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate it. And hello to Twitter people as well, like Kiko Man Machine and Maria Chanel. On top of the top Riot picks, can I request like a Spotify playlist of the Riot Wednesday songs, please? You know what? I actually used to do that during the pandemic, so I have a bunch of them. You can check it out. Just look for Riot Wednesday on Spotify. I believe some of the playlists I uploaded can be found. Hello to Crisostomo Ulala and saying, yes, bilis makapayat ang inclined. I do 15 and then speed is 4 to 4.5. 30 minutes will do after my weight training, says Crisostomo Ibarra Ulala. And that's it for greets. Hello.
Okay, so we've got our top 10 for today. Thanking Miguel V for the topic. Ang bilis, ang tagal. Let's start off with Mike Ferrer.
Number 10. Number 10.
Ang bilis ng oras kapag nasa vacation, pero ang tagal ng oras pag back to work ka na. Yeah.
Especially pag kakagaling mo lang ng vacation.
Ng vacation, yes. I was going to say, kasi sobrang lapit nung comparison mo of your life, let's say, on an island paradise and like inside your cubicle in your office. Parang sobrang like, okay.
You will need to get your groove back.
Masyadong stark yung difference.
Yeah. Sometimes it takes a few days. Sometimes like maybe a week or so.
And from Maxim de Winter.
Number 9. Number 9.
Yung ang tagal-tagal mong hinintay na makuha, whatever it is, pero sobrang bilis mo lang napagsawaan. Yung because you don't have it,
Gigil na
gigil ka, ang tagal mo nang nag-work for it, but because it's something that maybe it's something that you've never owned before, something that you've never experienced before, so you have no point of comparison, and then finally when you get it, you're like, I'm over it.
You know what? I only need to take a good look around my condo and I will find those items immediately. Like, oh, remember when I was like, oh my gosh, I have to get this. And then like, nakatenga na lang siya.
Right.
Ang dami kong ganyan.
Diba?
And now parang, I'm like, finding people who want it so I can sell it or give it away. Ganon. So it's like basically a waste of money, to be honest. You really have to be mindful when it comes to
and sometimes you
buying
just
random
didn't
stuff.
know better. Alam mo yun, maybe because nga you've never had it before. Kaya akala mo, like, it's not like you're being irresponsible or you were being too magastos with your money. Sometimes you just don't know any better.
Yeah.
And then when it's there, you're like, okay, no big deal. I'm over it. I'm done. Next.
True.
And then from Snow Angel,
Number 8. Number 8.
laging ang bilis ng isang episode pag gustong-gusto mo yung series. Tapos ang tagal bago lumabas yung next.
That's how I feel when it comes to reality shows that only happen once a week. Like Drag
Right.
Race, for example.
Yes,
You know, it's every Saturday. I look forward to every Saturday so I can finally watch a new episode. Ganon.
And it takes forever.
And ang bilis-bilis ko lang
Yeah.
kasi immediately, as soon as I wake up, this is my Saturday routine, okay? So obviously, wala tayong work. Pagkagising ko, first thing I do is turn on my TV and watch Drag Race, tapos diretso untucked. And it's over. And then I wait till like mga 12 midnight for pit stop.
What's worse is season for me. I'm okay with waiting a week.
Grabe naman kasi yung waiting for like the next season.
Pero yung waiting for
Sometimes
the
it
next...
takes longer than a year.
Especially for the big ones like Game of Thrones and House of the Dragon. Oh my gosh. Like, alam mo yung legit, hindi OA yung lungkot. Legit yung lungkot na, Diyos ko, isang taon. At least.
And sometimes yun,
At least 1 year.
nakalimutan mo na.
Yeah.
Yung kailangan mo na ng refresher.
Yeah.
Kasi
Yes.
parang, it's so tagal na parang, my gosh, I don't even know what
So,
happened the last time I watched that show.
So for me, ganon. Minsan it's a brand new season. You're like, yay, new seasons. Parang, tapos na? Tapos 1 year na naman tayo maghihintay. Or even if it's not a series, like for example, Harry Potter. Remember nung at the peak of Harry Potter.
The movies.
Tagal-tagal mong inihintay yung movie ko niya. Oh, Harry Potter 5. Okay, yay! Order of the Phoenix. Tapos biglang, after the movie, like, what? After 2 hours, it's done?
And even
Tapos
those
taon na naman yung hihintayin ko.
even those movies na yung last na installment, tapos
Yeah.
pahahatiin to part 1, part 2.
Yes.
Tapos ang tagal nung break in
Tapos
between.
yung parang, yun, lalo na yung Deathly Hallows. Kasi part 7, book 7, tapos part 1 and 2. Kasi they divided it into 2. It's like, Dune, same
Oh
thing.
my God.
Remember? Like, Dune
I
is
never
just,
watched Dune.
it's just half. Of course, I'm a big fan of Dune.
Pinanood ko dito.
Parang yung dati, alam mo, legit. I was like, no, not me. Obviously, I knew what it was. But I was being absent-minded. Nasabi ko on air nung pinalabas yun, Shanghai noon.
Shanghai noon.
Yung kay Jackie Chan.
Shanghai noon.
So I think we were doing box office now. I was like, and then Shanghai noon. Anong Shanghai noon? Kasi pag tinignan mo lang siya noon, kasi it's a word for us, right? N-O-O-N is noon. Shanghai noon.
Noon. Noon kasi.
And coming from Queen of Deadma,
Number 7. Number 7.
si Boss ang bilis pag nag-uutos, pero ang tagal pag nag-a-approve ng leave.
Ay.
Yeah.
Especially, I guess, when you're an essential part
When you're an essential.
of the company,
Yeah.
na talagang mahihirapan sila when you're away. Yeah.
Totoo yan. Sometimes it's not because they don't want you to enjoy or they don't want you to have your me time or they don't want you to recharge. It's just that they need you. And sometimes that's why they don't want to let you go. It's not because they derive pleasure from depriving you of some good old R&R, right?
I mean, you can take it as a compliment.
You can
but
take it as a compliment.
medyo hassle pa rin.
Oo naman. Oo naman. And sabi ni Renz, magandang sequel daw yun. Di ba? Shanghai noon. Pero yung sequel niya, Shanghai noon, Shanghai ngayon.
Suggest nyo kay Jackie Chan.
Suggest nyo.
Baka gusto niyang gawa ng
Malay
ano.
mo. Hello, Mayan! We miss you!
Mayan! Hello, good
Oh.
morning.
My K-drama BFF.
I know. Yan. Ako naman yan. My Physical 100 and The Circle and other reality shows.
Before, when she was still with
Bestie.
RX, pag yung before we go home, edi after we, ligpit everything here in the booth, we go to the bathroom probably, powder our nose, retouch our makeup, reapply our lipstick. Tapos on our way out, makikita ko na si Mehan, may ano na kami lagi na like, parod mo na yung ganito. Uy, nakita mo na yung ganito. Uy, pupunta sa Philippines si ganito. Oh my
Oh
God.
my God. Napanood mo na yung latest. Ganun. Hello to Perry Robles who's been asking for a shout out.
Hello, Perry! And also, from Joti,
Number 6. Number 6.
ang tagal pag-ipunan ng bagong phone, pero ang bilis naman mag-release ng bagong model.
It's a yearly thing?
Well, yearly thing. Kasi usually, not everyone will like line up and like have a pre-sale reservation of the latest phone, right? I mean, obviously we're talking about iPhone. But so yung iba maghihintay ng a couple of months before they buy it. So if you buy it, let's say 6 months after it comes out, yung ayaw mong makipag-agawan,
Yeah.
ayaw mong mag-join ng fray. So you wait maybe 6 months. By the time you buy it 6 months, 7 months after,
Lalabas na yung bago.
palabas na yung bago and you feel like, I'm so delayed. So, yeah, that's really... And of course, I will never get tired of telling that story. I bought the iPhone, the latest iPhone at the time.
And it took him 2 years.
Took
Took you 2 years. It was
2
more than a
years?
year.
Hindi ba 1 year?
It was more than a year. Trust. It was more than a year.
Lumabas na yung next, the next one before I actually opened the box.
Matagal nang lumabas yung next one before you... Palabas na yung susunod ulit before you opened it.
Uy, did you see that news? Apparently, there's this girl who was given an iPhone 7 as a gift, but never opened it.
Okay.
So it's still in the box. It's still sealed. And apparently, it's rare.
Now, it's
Now,
rare.
an iPhone 7 unopened box. It's sold for $63,000.
Stop! Are you serious? Should we just buy like a random gadget and keep it in the box?
Yes. Kung tama, if I remember it right, try to search for it. Pero parang ganun yung price, if I'm not mistaken, $63,000. Unopened kasi.
Wow.
Unopened. It's still sealed. And sabi nga niya, nung tinanong siya, why didn't you ever open the phone?
Yeah.
And she was like, well, somebody gave it to me as a gift, and I had a phone, and I completely forgot about it. So, yeah.
Dapat
Yun
pala,
nga.
hindi mo na binuksan yun.
I know, right? I just bought the latest one.
You should have just...
Hindi, plus, siguro rin, during that time, yung mga iPhone 7, whatever.
Oy, sabi nila, hindi daw ata iPhone 7. First iPhone daw ata.
Oh, no. Not first. I'm sure mas mahal yun kung first iPhone.
Okay.
And it was a white girl, not Pinoy. I saw kanina ko nabasa yun eh. Kasi rin, there were fewer. Kasi remember, nung panahon ng mga iPhone 7, hindi pa ganun karami yung nag-iPhone. So I guess it's also rarer. Like, for example, if you like have an unopened iPhone 14, parang ang dami na naman ng, you know what I mean, as compared to iPhone 7. So I would think the older the model, the more expensive you can resell an unopened mint condition iPhone.
Kung gusto niyo ng may basag ng konting iPhone 5, just let me know. Or iPhone 4.
Meron
4S?
ka.
4S ba yung meron ako? Meron ako,
Oo.
nasa drawer. Hindi nga kasi ako mabenta ng phones. I rarely
Ako,
sell
I
stuff.
never.
I almost never sell phones. Cell phones. I almost never sell them kasi by the time I'm done, may basag na or it's not working anymore.
Or ano,
Yung battery, may issues. So, hindi ko na binibenta. I just basically just keep them.
or ano na, shady na yung history.
Madali naman yun. Pwede mo namang i-clear yung history.
Ay, ano nila yan, kahit i-clear mo Meron ng technology to see the browsing
That's why you have to
history.
be in incognito mode when you're browsing certain sites.
Right?
But I don't do that. I don't even bother. I'm like, ano naman kung malaman nyo nanonood ako ng porn. Oh, ngayon. And,
Hindi yung mga iba, yung mga ayaw mong aminin. Yung mga dark, ano? Yung mga kahit sa akin, ayaw mo ikwento kung ano yung mga pinapanood mo.
ano naman. They're called kinks.
Okay! And, there you go.
There you go. Number 5 pala.
Yun nga, there you go. We have Al Macchiato.
Number 5. Number 5.
Mas matagal pa yung biyahe kesa sa meeting that could have been an email na lang.
Sometimes,
Lalo na
especially...
yung if you have to go pa to the office just for the
Oo.
meeting.
And because natikman na nga nating lahat yung work from home
Yeah.
setup. And like we all know how to use, Teams or Zoom or any other
Yeah.
app. So parang, hindi ba parang mas mabilis if we just all got online and...
Meron ka na nung, do we have to? Yeah. From Up-Up-Mat.
Number 4. Number 4.
I'm in a dot kilab mood. Up-Up-Mat, no, tampupu. Ang tagal ng ininda kong sakit mula nung iniwan mo ko. Pero nung bigla kang bumalik, hala, ang bilis kitang tinanggap ulit. Like the trying to get over you part took so long. It was so difficult. Such a struggle. And then first sign that you wanted back, it's like open arms. And now I come to you with open arms.
kasi nga, never na naman nawala yung, never ka nakaget over.
Never ka nakaget over. Well, at least the struggle was there. The attempt was there to get over you. But now that you're back, welcome.
I just want to get under you.
Thank you, Dua. Okay. From Memski,
Number 3. Number 3.
pag ako ang nagpabili kay mama, ang tagal bago bilhin. Inaabot ng Pasko. Pag si Bunso, the next day, meron agad. Ako, hindi naman ako ganyan. Everybody is fair.
Yeah.
I mean, like, alam mo, let's be honest. Even with parents, you probably have a favorite. You probably like one of your kids more than the others. You know what I mean? Like, it's normal. That's being a human being. You literally can't feel exactly the same way for
everyone.
everyone. That's just the fact. What's important though is that you treat them all equally. Hindi naman pwedeng yung isa mas mataas yung baon, yung isa hindi.
Kasi that's what's gonna shape them. That's what they're gonna remember.
Exactly. So, it's okay. You know, it's okay na, kunyari ako, like, if I find out na mas favorite yung isang kapatid ko over me, that's fine. Pero, be fair. Like what you're going to give my brother, my sister, dapat bibigay mo rin sa akin.
But what if you don't
that's-
deserve it?
Huh?
But what if you don't deserve it?
How can I not deserve the best? I always deserve the best.
Hindi. Kunyari, di ba? What if, kunyari, reward system.
Hindi, oh, yeah, okay.
It has to be a system.
It has to be a system. So if it's a reward system, then if I failed to reach the quota that I'm supposed to reach to get something, then
Then
it's fair.
You'd understand.
I would understand. Mahirap yung iba yung standards dun sa isa, iba yung standards sa akin. Yun ang hindi fair. Pero kunyari, if you get a 95 and above, you get to buy a toy. Dapat that applies to everyone. Hindi
Hindi
pwedeng
pwedeng-
sa akin 100, sa kapatid ko 95 or
yeah.
85. Paano naging fair yun, di ba? But if it's a reward system, I'm good with that. But I just need it to be fair.
Parang pag mga judging sa contest, di ba?
Yeah.
Yung sometimes, if they know you're experienced and they know that, alam mo yon, sikat ka na outside of the show, the expectations are higher.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
parang may ano yung judging, hindi siya fair.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Sa
I
akin
know I
kasi-
don't like that, especially when they say it out loud na parang, well, we're judging, we have high expectations. So, we're judging you differently. And it's like, that's not fair.
That's not
If
fair.
it's a competition, we should all be judged the same way.
Ako hate ko rin yung pag sa mga reality shows, especially Survivor, I hate it when they're like, oh, but she's rich already, so she doesn't need the money. Parang, that kind of removes
Bakit pa siya sumali?
the gameplay. I mean, like, I don't know.
But then again, I know, but I also kind of understand. Kasi
Ano,
for
I get it.
example,
I get it.
For example, when Mike White reached the finale, alam mo yun, parang I would be more inclined to vote for someone else because I know that he's already highly
He's a Hollywood
successful.
writer,
Yeah, he
director.
doesn't need the money. He just wants the title. So,
And let's face it, if you think about it, in real life, it really has a bearing.
yeah. Ako siguro, kung ako yung nasa position na parang I don't need it, but I end up winning, I would probably just donate the money to the runner-up. Or I will donate it to the cast for them to split it.
Well, Gabler, not the cast, pero he donated,
Oo.
pero not to the cast.
Hindi, pero for me,
to the to the charity of choice.
ako siguro sa cast. Kasi they're the ones that, that were out there with you and they did the hard work and what, they went through to get there. So for me, I would donate it to the cast.
Okay, that's
Except dun sa
interesting.
umaway sa akin, wala siyang share. Ganun. Pag meron na akong kaaway or something.
That should be interesting. Pero kasi for me, parang, I'm okay with putting that as part of your deciding factor. Pero sa akin, all things being equal.
Right.
Yung kunyari ni Marky, you're both up and I could give the $1 million to either of you. Pareho kayong you played the game well. But one is richer than the other. Then probably I can use the money as the deciding factor. But I would never just give it to the other one just because the other one was richer. Kunyari, the richer one played better. I'd
Then
still give it
you
to the
would
richer
give it to
one.
the richer one.
Yeah.
Kasi parang
Kumbaga
deserve niya eh.
magka-come into play lang siya. Kunyari,
Kung
equal
equal.
kayo.
Okay. I
Yun.
get it.
Then
yeah.
I would probably consider thinking, oh, but you don't need the money and this person does. Pero yung kunyari, lousy player, dinala lang siya to the end,
Like a
practically did nothing, but really needs the money. I don't know. I'd still give it to the one who probably has money but deserves it more. Because that's the
I
whole point of the
agree.
game. That's the whole point of the game.
Kahit hindi equal siguro, pero kung pretty close,
Pretty close.
then I might give it to the person who needs it more.
Yeah. Unless super
But it can't be like you said. It can't be yung sobrang obvious yung difference na
Yeah.
superior gameplay versus nadala lang.
Yeah.
Well, hindi niya naman din deserve.
True. And from JP Good Game,
Number 2.
sa video, okay, para sa kumakanta, ang bilis lang ibirit ng paborito mong kanta. Pero para sa nakikinig, it's an eternity ng parusa makinig sa boses mo.
Yung kapitbahay na gusto nang matulog.
Yung parang sa'yo, isang kanta lang, sa amin, 24 hours yung effect
Pagod na kami.
nung pagkanta mo. And,
And the top entry, number 1.
comes from the Super Malas guy.
The super malas guy says,
Ang bilis, ang tagal. Yung ang tagal, tumigas, pero ang bilis lumambot. Kasi summer na yung ice cream, di ba? Yung parang minsan ang tagal-tagal na parang naka full blast na yung freezer, hindi siya tumitigas. Tapos, Diyos ko, seconds pa lang, halos lusaw na siya sa ice cream cone mo.
actually accurate yan. Kaya ang sarap kumain ng ice cream in cold countries.
Yeah, ako
Kasi
I do.
hindi sila, di ba tayo, remember where were we when we ordered
I
ice
always
cream?
do.
Ako din. Kasi parang it takes longer for it to melt, so hindi siya messy.
Like Korea, Japan, Europe, US, pag
winter,
malamig.
yeah.
I remember, we were in I forgot which European country. I bought ice cream and my family was like, why are you eating ice cream? We're freezing. Tapos later on, I found out it actually makes sense. Because you will probably freeze while you're eating it because of the physical cold temperature. But ice cream actually warms you up
Oh.
because it's starch. And pag pinaprocess na ng katawan mo yung
Pag
food,
breakdown niya na.
it actually warms you up more. And the same effect is with hot soup. Pag mainit naman, 'di ba? Would you drink hot
No.
soup? Kasi 'di ba parang init-init na mag-hot soup ka pa, but it actually cools you down.
So it's the opposite?
It's the same thing with the cold ice cream. Pag naman nag-clear soup ka, lalo na clear soup, on a hot day, hot soup ka, pagpapawisan ka because it's so physically warm, but afterwards, it cools down naman daw your body.
Dapat pala nag-ice cream tayo today.
No, that's what they say. I mean, I read it somewhere. I don't know if it's true, but I just read it somewhere. And I was like, oh, okay. So apparently it makes sense to eat ice
Baka
cream.
kasi it adjusts your body temperature.
Hindi, parang sinasabi nga nila, yung immediate, it follows the temperature of what you're eating. So lalamigin ka pag ice cream, mainitan ka pag hot soup.
But
Pero yung
after?
after effect niya,
Oh.
parang yun yung parang opposite yung nangyayari.
Okay.
Something like that. So we have one more batch coming up. We'll play a couple of songs in the RX booth, but we will stay on Facebook Live.
So join us for the final batch of the top 10. Again, for more requests and greets, send them over at RX931 on Twitter or text us. But for now, Catherine McPhee with Over It on Riot Wednesday. Good morning.
So weird.
What's weird?
It is so weird.
What is weird?
Like yesterday afternoon,
Oh.
I started singing this song in my head. And then I was like, who sang Over It again? Tas ganon. Tas I had to think about it. Because I was like, it's either Catherine McPhee or Jojo. Yun pa yung nasa isip ko. I still remember my thought process. This was yesterday.
And now I'm playing
And
it.
then now you're playing it. I was just thinking about it yesterday. And kasi I remember, ang tagal kong iniisip. Sabi ko, is it like Catherine McPhee or is it Jojo? Tas I was so confused.
Gosh.
And I had to Google it. And then turns out it was Catherine McPhee.
I think it's because
It's so weird.
Babe, Iwale, and I are so connected. So parang nadadamot ka sa... So parang nag-overlap. Alam mo yun?
I'm so over it. I'm so over it. Ay, nako.
Connection overflow, nag-trickle down to
Nagtitrickle
you.
down. Sige, kung ano man yung
Parang
kinikwento ko
connected
kay
na rin tayo.
Baby Will, naririnig mo rin.
Di mo lang alam may hidden cam yung mga binigay ko sa'yo na kung ano-ano.
Tapos biglang si Baby Will natatataka kasi out of nowhere biglang, Alis! Alis ka dito! Huwag kang nakikinig!
You already know.
Siguro sabi niya, what am I talking
Ano
about?
nangyayari?
Ayan, si J.R. Wellan. Ang galing na idea sa ice cream. Kasi enjoy ako na nag-ice cream kahit negative temperature dito. Totoo!
Me too. And you know me, I can never not have my cold drinks.
Yes.
I'm all about iced whatever. So,
And I super love that is it Japan or Korea? Yung I'm sure most countries have this. But that green ice cream na, yung ang taas-taas. Yung it's a swirly ice cream pero
matcha?
oo, yung matcha na mataas.
Hindi kasi ako fan ng matcha eh. I would always
Alam
just
mo,
get the vanilla or chocolate.
I am not a fan of matcha but that specific
I think
one,
Japan, yung sinasabi mo. if I
Japan
remember
ba
right.
yun? It was so good! Tapos yung I remember kasi 'di ba ang taas-taas nun.
Oh.
Itatry ko siya to like okay, never.
Para na hindi mag-break at malaglag. Ito try mo kung hanggang saan. Ako ang challenge ko lang, wag siya mahulog habang nililit ko yung sides. Like, kailangan hindi to lumambot agad. Kasi,
oh, I like that too, Patrick. I don't know if that's the one that I eat in Japan, but yeah, here in the Philippines, yung sujiri. Sujiri, yeah. Sabi ni Roda, hindi kayo fan ng matcha? Macho.
Well, obviously, I would take that over matcha. I'm not a fan of matcha talaga. I don't like
I like
I
matcha
almost
when
never
it's
order.
not too strong. Pag hindi masyadong overpowering yung taste ng matcha, I enjoy it.
I don't like anything.
But like
Anything
especially if
green
it's
tea, matcha, not
especially
my
if it's very creamy, I'm okay with matcha.
Kasi
like
may
if
lasa
it's-
siyang ano eh. It has an aftertaste. It has that
Parang fish food, no?
annoying flavor.
Parang pagkain
why
ng
can't we just
isda.
stick to creamy?
No, but kasi nga, there's this matcha that's creamy.
Speaking of creamy, I had mais con hielo last night and it was a craving, okay. I literally left my condo at like mga siguro 10:30 in the evening. I'm like, I want mais con hielo. So, I was on a quest. I was like, you know what? I'll make one. I'll buy cream corn. Kasi parang may memory ako na nakita ko sa convenience store beside my condo na may cream corn, yung nasa can. I'm like, I'll buy that and I'll buy evaporated milk, ganyan. Tapos pagpunta ko dun sa mini stop, or hindi na pala mini stop, anong tawag na sa kanya? Something John. Papa John?
Papa
Uncle John?
John's.
Anyway, ang meron lang whole corn. So I'm like, no, but I want the cream corn. Kasi di ba parang you would think it's creamier? So wala. I went to the other convenience stores, yung Lawson na malapit sa condo ko. Wala. Yung whole corn lang din. So lumayo na ako. Nakarating na ako dun sa Ortigas Park. There's a 7-Eleven. Wala. And then sa may Malayan Plaza area, there's another convenience store. Merong cream corn. Pero ito yung plot twist. Ang dala ko lang cellphone. Walang Gcash yun. And I'm like, no! I have no money! And I'm like, sabi ko, sige, babalik na lang ako. alam ko na parang malabo na akong bumalik kasi akit pa ako, bababa ulit, nakakatamad, di ba, ang effort. So, ang ending, bumalik din ako dun sa original convenience store na pinakamalapit sa condo. And I just bought the whole corn. Tapos yung milk. And then yun, actually, wala naman palang difference.
Mas masarap nga
Kasi
daw yung
pag
whole
binlend
corn.
mo na yung whole corn, so I just used it dun sa sa blender ko. And I put the milk, the ice, and a little sugar. Oh my God! Alam mo yung parang, nakuha ko yung kinikrave ko. Sobrang, so happy. At least, nakapaglakad-lakad ako ng malayo-layo before indulging. So I was like, ang sarap. Ang perfect. As in. In fair, alam mo yun, yung mais con hielo talaga. Parang it's not something that I remember all the time. I rarely remember it. But when I do, I'm like, does Babe Iway love mais con hielo?
2 days ago.
Stop!
Sabi niya, bili tayo ng ice shaver. Sabi ko, bakit tayo bibili ng ice shaver? Gusto ko ng mais con hielo.
Guys! Ano?
Kaya, alam mo ba, after that, since gusto nga niya ng mais con hielo, nagpa-deliver kami ng razons. 2 days ago.
And mine was last night.
2 days ago.
I cannot! I cannot!
Nagpapabili ng ice shaver. Ako naman, bakit tayo bibili ng ice shaver? Gusto daw niya ng mais con hielo.
So, anong explanation nito other than soulmates?
Sabi ko, gusto mo naman, ang corny.
Bakit ganon? Bakit lahat talaga?
Ewan ko.
Guys, it's kind of creepy at this point.
Oh yes, it's creepy at this point.
No?
Yes, it's creepy at this point.
Getting a little creepy,
Tsaka siya
to
pa
be
talaga,
honest.
it's creepy
oh
at
my
this
gosh,
point.
like, can you just Imagine, everything just
Ay,
aligns
nako.
for some reason.
Diyos ko, Lord. If I'm not mistaken, meron pa kaming isang halo-halo na naka-store sa freezer kasi nga, ang dami naming binili.
Grabe, bagay na bagay talaga kami.
Hindi na naka-code eh. No? Grabe, bagay na bagay talaga kami.
I'm just saying. Diba?
Diyos ko.
Ganun ba yun? Bakit ganun? Tsaka when was the last time
Kaya
ako
kanina
nag-crave
pa ako
ng
roll
mais
ng roll
con
ng ice nung nagsimula ka pala ng kwento mo na nagkikrave ka ng mais con yelo. Parang like, ay Diyos ko, day.
And it's been a while. I haven't even like thought about it. But for some reason, just last night, I was like, oh my gosh, gusto ko na mais con yelo.
Hindi kasi kami, when we go to mga like, kunyari, iceberg, whatever.
Corn yung kinukuha.
Ang tendency ko, I will get
Halo-halo.
halo-halo, siya, mais con yelo. Mas childhood memories sa kanya kasi yung
Ako din. I would probably
yung
pick mais con yelo
yelo.
over halo.
Ako naman gusto ko yung halo-halo. Yung
Kasi ang masarap sa mais con yelo, parang you can drink it.
ah,
Versus halo-halo na
oh,
parang
no,
it's
but I
not as
love.
drinkable.
That's my favorite in halo-halo.
Ano
Yung
yan?
pag-ubos mo na lahat,
Yung
tapos
iinumin
the
mo na lang
milk,
yung-
na nababad na lahat ng matamis doon,
Yeah.
like all the recado. Oh, that is the best milk ever. Like, I've always dreamt of it as a kid, na parang, ba't hindi sila mag-release ng milk na ganun yung lasa? Since, we always like want to, like remember there was this one chips brand, because everybody loved the mugmog na natitira. Naglabas sila na puro mugmog lang.
Diretso mugmog.
Remember that very famous chips? So I always thought na parang ba't di kayo maglabas ng milk na
Yayain
ganun?
ko nga mag-mais con yelo dates yan.
Hindi binilan ko na ng isang galong mais tsaka
Tapos bumuli ka na talaga ng
Ice
ice shaver
shaver.
para hindi ko na
hindi mo na mayaya para
Like,
mag-mais
para
con
baby
yelo.
will. Gumagana naman yung Nutri-Bullet ko pang blend ng yelo. Para na rin siyang shaved ice.
Parang shaved ice na rin.
Oo, meron dito sa condo.
Ay.
Tara, mais con yelo tayo. Love it. Sabihin mo sa kanya to Ay my gosh, it's so funny. It's so funny.
Hindi gusto ko yung it's creepy na ha.
It's getting creepy.
It's getting creepy na ha.
Grabe na. Grabe na yung parallels.
Diyos ko dahil.
Ay, nako. Alam mo, na-imagine ko talaga, pag naging throuple tayo, ikaw pa yung ma-OB kasi kami yung pareho naman.
Alam mo ako yung uuwi ng bahay. Nasaan kayo? Ay, nandito kami ngayon sa Batangas.
Mais con yelo.
Tapos pag yung pag kanya sabi, asan na kayo? Ito kumakain kami ng mais con yelo. 'Di ba usually you're like, dapat ang is that, punta ka dito, nandito kami. Ito it's like, anong gusto mong take out?
Very that.
Huwag ka nang sumunod. Anong gusto mong
Very
take out
that.
namin for you?
Oh my God, I swear. Ay, nako. Anyway, hold on.
Monster RX93.1. Time for the top 10 for today, the final one, but let's do some final greets.
Good morning to everybody in the comment section. Thank you for tuning in. Ikaw na daw yung magiging the other woman.
Ako na yung magiging other woman,
love
guys.
Hello to Romana Ganzon. And good morning to Cyril, who says, medj na lula lang ako sa release after release kasi my budget can't keep up. Okay.
Which one is this? What were we talking about?
I'm not sure. Maybe like merch or I don't know, something like that. Hey Run. Happy Right Wednesday of March, he says. Good morning to Ro. And also saying hi to Your Cup of Tino again and Japat. And good morning to, let's see, from Twitter. Oh, Your Cup of Tino says, good morning, waiting po sa Inspirational Wednesday Church Talk portion po.
Like yesterday. Grabe, no?
Oo.
Parang like, who are they?
I mean, this is what you get when, when someone is not around. Hello to Chrysostom Ibarra. Ulala. This is a funny photo. Speaking of matigas, ganito ba rin katigas ang ice cream nyo? Look at it.
Oh yeah, that
Okay.
I know that viral photo.
There's a photo. I have never seen this before.
I've seen that many times before. Basically, 'di ba yung cover ng ice cream, pag masyadong malapat, minsan may dumidikit na ice cream. Let's just say the shape is a little funny. Yeah.
Nagkakaalaman talaga. Ikaw nakita mo na to kasi yun yung algorithm mo.
Hindi!
Ngayon ko lang to nakita eh.
Meron pa yung sa alam mo yung sa yung Starbucks when you buy a cup, right? Yung may takip yun, diba?
Yeah.
And sometimes, some of the coffee like spills out from the drinking spout. Tumapon siya dun sa ibabaw. Yung map na na-create nung coffee is in the same shape. And they're like, my coffee's trying to tell me something.
I think so. It's been a while. Hello to Mrs. John Jungkook who says, di ko alam kung normal ba na alam ko yung date na nag-confess ng feelings niya sa akin yung friend ko 7 years ago. Happy 1st of March. Baka 1st of March.
Maybe because, it's such a rounded off number.
Maybe.
As opposed to April 24. Like 1s and 31sts are usually like easier to remember.
Isaiah says, Happy Riot Wednesday. Are you guys enjoying Australian Survivor Heroes versus Villains? Share your thoughts. Well, Chico's only watched the first episode. I don't want to spoil it for him.
Yeah.
I'm updated. And yeah, absolutely. Like, I watch it immediately. Like, as soon as it comes out, I'm on it. So, grabe, as in. And I finished an entire season while waiting for, like, the next week, the next episode.
Ano lang talaga ako sa commercials.
Commercials?
On YouTube eh.
Commercials? Oh, you're not on premium.
No, because I rarely, believe it or not, I rarely watch YouTube.
Oh.
So, yeah.
You should just go on premium. It's cheap.
Okay.
So you don't have to suffer through the
I
commercials.
know. Hindi, because like honestly, in a month, I'd probably go on YouTube. I don't know.
Maybe that's why you're not on YouTube a lot. Because you get annoyed with the commercials.
Yeah.
So maybe get the premium.
Okay.
Or you can just just log in. I'll give you my password.
I rarely watch.
Really?
Yeah. And to be honest, even when I do watch, yung like kunyari pag yung malapit na yung Oscar season, I watch yung mga like 1 hour videos na isa-isahin nila yung categories. Parang hindi ganun karami yung, baka because it's popular?
Maybe.
Like, it's crazy. Almost like, parang after 2 minutes, may commercial.
Ako kasi sobrang irritable ko sa ads.
Super.
Immediately. Even like mga games ko na apps. Like, I don't mind just paying for the one-time fee to get rid of the ads.
Oh,
And
is it
for
a
me,
one-time
it's
fee? O parang may ano rin siya?
sometimes one-time fee. Yung
No,
iba,
for YouTube.
For YouTube, it's a monthly
A
thing.
monthly
Yeah.
thing.
It's not bad. So, just get that.
Okay.
Good morning to Simply Nedge. And happy Right Wednesday. Today na yung release ng 3rd season ng The Mandalorian.
Yes. Yes. I'm so excited.
Kiko Man Machine, good morning. And I think that's it for greets.
All right, so here we go. Let's jump into the final top 10. Thanking Miguel V for the topic. Ang bilis, ang tagal. Let's start off with the Super Malas guy.
Number 10. Number 10.
Minsan parang ang tagal kong makatulog, pero ang bilis kong nagising, kahit full night sleep naman. That happens. Yung akala mo, you literally just closed your eyes. Yung feeling mo 5 minutes ka palang natutulog, tapos biglang pagtingin mo sa clock, you're like, what? It's morning already? What happened? Tas you don't feel like you
Rested.
slept?
Yeah. Which is the
8
exact
hours?
opposite of what happened to me earlier. I was just telling Chico about it. Na parang, I think I slept at around 2 in the morning. But when my alarm went off at around 4 o'clock, I immediately got up and I felt like I had
Yeah.
such a deep sleep.
Yeah.
Alam mo yung parang, okay. Like, wala akong desire to even chill in bed, which is usually the case, or like go back to sleep for like
Right.
5 more minutes, which sometimes goes on for like an hour or so.
Yeah.
And I told Chico na I think it's because for the first time in a long time, I turned off my TV before I dozed off.
Right.
I turned it off. So
Which is rare.
Which is rare because I sleep with my TV on with the sound on. Ito, walang sound and walang picture. Kasi minsan naman, I'm able to like lower the volume to the point na almost inaudible na siya.
Yeah.
Pero ito talaga, complete silence, complete, hindi darkness, pero kasi my lamps are on because I can't sleep in the dark. But yeah, and feeling ko it's a factor.
It is. I'm telling you. It really is.
Yeah, kasi parang I guess because pag may background sound and light, yung parang your body never really gets into deep sleep dahil nga parang it feels like it's half awake the whole time. And maybe that's also why I had become desensitized to my alarm. Kasi nga, sanay na ako nang may naririnig.
Totoo.
And so by the time tumunog yung alarm,
Wala na eh. Parang
Wala na
kumbaga sanay na.
that's
Sanay
true.
na.
So maybe I'll change my habit from now on.
And from Emo Fats,
Number 9. Number 9.
yung gulong ng palad ko, parang 3 araw lang nasa taas. Tapos buong taon, nasa baba.
For a second, I had to think about. I literally I thought it was like a literal gulong.
No. Like, you know how like they say, ang gulong ng palad, minsan nasa itaas, minsan nasa ibaba.
Gulong ng palad is like your kapalaran.
Your kapalaran. The fortune. The fortunes that befall you, whether good or bad, dapat parang 50-50. Siya parang like, bakit parang ang tagal pag yung bad part? As ang bilis-bilis pag good part. But then, when you can also argue that it's perception, because obviously, the good times feel like ang bilis kasi nga, masaya ka.
Yeah.
And you don't want it to end. And anything outside of forever seems too short. But when you're suffering through something, parang ang tagal. Kasi nga, you don't like where you are. So, parang, get me out of this hellhole I'm in.
Yeah.
You know? So, it's kind of understandable.
Maybe it should also be a conscious decision to celebrate your wins longer and to
Yeah.
savor them longer. Kasi parang, alam mo yun, obviously, like you said, yung gulong ng palad will
Fickle.
change at some point. So you might as well prolong it for as long as possible.
If you can.
If you can. Yeah. Or parang habang wala namang major bagsak,
Yeah.
wag mo nang indahin yung the small ones.
Oh, that's true.
Para ma-enjoy mo yung highs and the victories, and the joys. Parang just go to that place na mababa kapag talagang it's something major. You know what I mean?
And from alias Tres,
Number 8. Number 8.
oh, this one for a lot of OFWs, you will identify with this. Sa mga Pinoy abroad, ang tagal maghintay at mag-ipon, pero pag nagbakasyon ka sa Pilipinas, ubos agad. Ang bilis-bilis maubos.
I think hindi lang sa Pilipinas. Anytime you take a vacation,
That's true
you
too.
will spend because obviously bilangin mo pa airfare mo,
Pero yun nga
yung
like,
accommodations mo.
it's so weird because people think you're like money bags if you work abroad and then you come home. And of course the exchange rate is really like favors the ones who get like dollars as sweldo. Pero people here in the Philippines parang don't realize na
Hindi siya bottomless.
Hindi siya bottomless. And but sometimes that's the sad fact.
That's the
People think
notion.
it's bottomless, that you can just spend as much as you want. And usually ubusan na siya by the time you go back to the country you're working in.
Kasi ang tendency
Wala
din ng
na.
yung mga galing ibang bansa, when they get here, especially kung matagal na silang hindi umuwi, parang naka Santa Claus mode.
Saka sabik
pagdating.
sila. Oo.
Sabik sila, so they wanna treat everyone, they buy everybody like something. So, isang malaking buhos ng whatever gastos. And so parang people come to expect that from you na parang, oh, okay, pag nandito siya, Santa Claus.
Oo.
Na parang dapat one time, big time lang. Tapos, the rest of the trip, maybe
And
be
sana
more
makatikim
mindful.
ka rin as an OFW. Makatikim ka rin na ikaw naman yung nililibre, ikaw naman yung, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
they don't assume na pag nagyaya sila na ikaw ang sasagot
Ikaw
dun sa
lagi
meal.
yung kaya.
Diba?
Oo.
From Maxim De Winter,
Number 7. Number 7.
yung 5 minutes more na pagpikit in bed, feels like half a second. Pero yung 5 minutes meeting ni boss, parang maniniwala ka na sa forever.
5 minutes lang daw, pero it ends up like
Like
an
forever.
hour or 2.
Like forever. And coming from Queen of Al Macchiato, sorry.
Number 6. Number 6.
Masilayan lang ako ng araw, ang bilis kong mangitim. Pero it takes months for me to get back to my natural skin color. Oh, same with me.
You tan fast? I don't eh.
Super opposite kami ni Baby Whale. Siya like todo bilad sa araw, like tanning lotion pa yung nilalagay. Siguro iitim siya for like 1 week, less than a week. Tapos biglang ang puti na ulit afterwards. Ako naman, naka SPF 3 million. I slather it all over my body. Like eyeballs ko lang yung hindi 1 inch thick yung sunblock. And I go out under the sun for 5 minutes and I'm dark.
See, ikaw na naman yung naiba sa tropol.
Are we officially a throuple now? Parang hindi ko nakuha yung
Without
memo.
Baby Whale's consent. Hindi niya rin alam.
Tsaka talagang,
Oo. Dito sa show, kunyari, tropol tayo.
ang
Ikaw na naman ang
bilis-bilis
OP.
ko mangitim.
Ako, I'm like Baby
OA.
Whale. Like, I have to use oils and all that stuff. I don't tan easily.
Oh my gosh.
And parang the only time that I really got a tan and that lasted a while was when I took like back-to-back beach trips. And grabe yung biladan. Alam mo yung talagang intense and iba yung, di ba, probinsya sun as they
Yes.
say. So, ganon. Dun lang finally na-experience ko yun. But, you know, eventually like my color came back. And pag mga short trip lang, kunya nag-Boracay ako, you wouldn't know. You would not know.
You would not
I
know.
don't tan.
Ako yung hindi pwede mag-SL na kunyari masakit ang
Kasi
tiyan.
huling-huli ka.
Huling-huli ako.
May tan lines ka.
Meron
na
ka agad
bikini.
na iitim talaga ako agad-agad. And from Queen of Deadma,
Number 5. Number 5.
yung HR namin, ang bilis mag-deduct sa sahod pag late or LWOP. Pero ang tagal magbayad pag OT pay. Kailangan i-follow up mo pa.
Ay.
Oh, that's not good. Dapat like, kung sobrang anal sila sa pag-deduct, dapat ganun din sila pag OT. And it should be like,
Dapat pag anal ka, consistent.
from Fitz, Villafuerte.
Number 4. Number 4.
Kapag ulam, ang tagal i-prepare. Pero kapag sabaw, ang bilis. Alam mo kung bakit?
Bakit?
It's sopas. Kaya siya,
Kakainis yung soap.
Pero alam mo kung mas mabilis lutuin sa soup? Spaghetti.
Bakit?
It's pasta.
Stop.
Hindi mo alam yun?
Di ba si Baby Whale di rin mahilig sa corn?
Naku, Diyos ko. Alam mo, lagi niyang hirit sa akin lagi. Kung alam lang ng mga listeners mo, pinagsasasabi mo. And from Shivana,
Number 3. Number 3.
alam mo yung ang bilis pa lang natin nagkakilala. Pero for some reason, parang ang tagal na natin magkaibigan. Haven't you experienced that? Like merong certain times talaga in your life na yung you meet someone, you literally just, sometimes like while traveling,
Yeah.
yung parang you literally just met each other.
It's almost like you met each other in a past
In
life.
a past life. And you're instantly comfortable with them. You almost feel like comfortable sharing your deepest, darkest secrets. Because nawala yung guards mo, even though no matter how guarded you are, for some reason, there are personalities that kind of you warm up to so
Yeah,
quickly.
yeah.
Yeah, I've experienced that.
Wait, to be fair, feeling ko sa'yo, I was like that. Like, I felt comfortable pretty fast
Yeah.
around you. I don't know why. Maybe you have that vibe. Maybe you give off that vibe.
And then, tsaka I think common interests.
Maybe.
You know what I mean? Like, even if, let's say,
Common interest would be correct.
ibang klaseng common interest naman yata yun.
Kaya pala biglang komportable.
Parang we have the
May
same...
balak pala.
Ito pa. I think we have the same taste.
Well, duh.
Parang we have the same taste in like
In a lot of
entertainment
things.
and and hindi kasi minsan like for example, Jake, our former jock, he was the graveyard shift guy. And then of course, knowing me, I'm always here earlier, right? I'd be here 30 minutes before, 15 minutes earlier. So when we get here, even if we don't know each other, like we end up talking about Survivor, you know what I mean? Kasi nga it's a common interest.
True.
So we found ourselves like talking a lot.
It's like a
even
kindred
if,
spirit.
Yeah.
Alam mo yun? Yung
Yeah.
parang,
Tapos yun, yung alam mo yun, yung gets mo na even if let's say iba yung mga bet niya dun sa
sa bet mo.
Oo, yung parang it's still something to talk about even if you don't agree on who you're rooting for. But it's like you find yourself just chatting like anything.
Yeah.
Siguro parang ganun. And from Joti,
Number 2. Number 2.
actually Joti and Farmer Sanchez, very similar yung entries nila. Farmer Sanchez says, ang bilis mong i-judge sa isang pagkakamali from that matagal mong iningatang reputation. And very similar from Joti, ang tagal mong pinaghirapan at pinagtrabahuhan yung credibility mo, pero ang bilis lang nawala sa mga tao because of sabi-sabi at fake news. Like specifically if it's not true. Yung naunahan ka nung whoever it is who spread fake news about you, and people tended to believe that more than what you've shown them through the years. Tas automatic na kagad yung parang sayang, idol pa naman kita. Tas ganito. Ay yung parang like, why did you just instantly believe? Don't you even want evidence first?
But people tend to do that. I don't know why.
Unfortunately.
I don't agree with it, but yeah.
And
And the top entry, number 1. Number 1.
comes from Rice Cake Ian.
Rice Cake Ian says,
Nung bata pa ako, parang ang tagal-tagal bago ko mag-birthday. Ngayon tumanda na ako, feeling ko. Kaka 22nd birthday ko lang last year. Tapos ngayon 36 na ako. Yung parang, this is my birthday again. Can we skip it this year?
yeah, it's true though.
Yung parang,
You reach a certain age where everything just seems to like be on fast forward mode.
hindi, tsaka ano yan, ito yung parang ano niya, ito yung parang spectrum niya. When you're young, you can't wait till it's your birthday. And then when you're like a certain age, you're like, you know what? Birthdays are birthdays. I don't like it. I don't hate it. And then it gets to a point where it's like, can I like cancel
Can
all
we
of my
pause?
birthdays
Can we hit
from
pause?
here on? So kunyari birthday mo June 17. Parang can we go from June 16 to June 18 and let's just skip
Skip muna.
skip tayo. Tapos when we skip, can we also skip the added plus 1 year? Can we just like, can I stay on this age?
Don't we
Parang
all
ganun.
want to do it? Well, some people do it.
Some people, I heard. Meron nga
But
daw
apparently that's the secret to a long life because this really old lady was interviewed. Did
I
you
saw
read
that.
about it?
Yes.
Like 100 na yata
Yeah.
siya or something
Yeah.
like that, close to 100. And she said the secret to a long life is to pick an age and stick to it.
Yeah. Siya ba yung 25?
29.
Basta parang, right? Parang ganon, 20-something.
Yes.
And, you know, it doesn't matter if
I think
people...
29. And then she said, I don't feel a day over 29.
And even if, let's say, people don't believe her, who cares? Like, obviously, she's not 29. But it's like, I'm 29.
That's your mindset.
Yeah, if you ask
So,
me, I'm 29.
I do like that. I
Yeah.
like that. And you know what? That's what I love about our job.
Yeah.
Because I do feel like even without trying to, cling on to a certain age,
Yeah.
it just happens because of like where we are, what we do, who we're surrounded with.
Exactly. I mean, like, look at me. I'm millennial, but I feel a kindred spirit for the Gen Zs. I mean, like, I don't have to, like, pretend I'm Gen Z. I mean... I mean, parang I just have a kindred spirit, diba? Na parang, you know what, Gen Zs, I feel you. But I'm millennial. I mean, like, I'm not ashamed of it. I'm not going to deny that I'm millennial, but... So, what about...
As a millennial, pwede ba kitang i-disown? As a fellow millennial. Pwede ba? Pwede ba yan?
At saka diba may ano pa yan ha? Meron pang older millennial, younger millennial. And remember that whole
Yes.
like, you can't just bunch us all together because the younger millennials don't behave the same way as the older half of the millennial spectrum.
Ang alam ko, basta ikaw, whether millennial or Gen Z, nandun ka sa older half.
Ay, payag ako, older Gen Z?
Older Gen X, boomer. Basta doon ka sa older. Doon ka na.
Warriors.
Ano yung bago boomer?
Yun nga I was going to say, what's before boomers? Yun na yata yung parang when we started giving them a
naming
name. I don't think we have a name for like Gen Alpha. Malapit na ako sa Gen Alpha.
Sabi ni John Sanay, hoy, Lent na, masama magsinungaling. Okay, anyway.
Well, it's not sinungaling if you believe it in your heart.
Oh, ito na. What's our
sige.
answer? Ang bilis, ang tagal. Okay, for me. Okay, I have an answer to this. Ang tagal, it seems, to reach your goal, or like if you have a dream, an ambition, I mean, kunyari it's a dream job,
Yeah.
or something like that. Parang feeling mo minsan ang tagal to get there, maybe because you're still in school, maybe because you haven't found an opportunity to, pursue that dream. But once you reach it, ang bilis. Like everything starts happening so fast. To the point na minsan parang you realize na, you know what? It's not what I thought it would be.
Right.
Parang, di ba, may mga ganong moments in our lives na nafe-feel natin yon. But, yeah, that's just how it seems sometimes. Yung parang, was it worth it? Like, all that effort I put in and all the, all the hard work, all the dreaming before I got to this position. Kasi parang ang bilis-bilis ng mga kaganapan once you're there. But, for me, kaya nga you have to enjoy the ride. Like,
that's true.
every single step.
That is
Even
true.
getting there, and then once you're there, like, enjoy every moment. Of
Diba,
it.
even the whole, at the very core of everything, everywhere, all at once, that's
That's a message.
the message. Enjoy it. Kasi
Enjoy the ride.
somewhere around the multiverse, there's a version of you that's, like, it doesn't matter. That's diba, yun yung parang line ni Michelle Yeoh. What I learned is that it does not matter because there are infinite versions of you. Some versions of you are happy, some versions of you are sad, some versions of you are dead. So just enjoy where you are.
Where you are right now.
Yeah. Wag mo nang pakialaman yung ibang versions of you.
Yeah.
Just you, right here, right now. For me siguro ang tagal, ang bagal pag 2 weekdays. Ang bilis pag 2 days of a weekend.
Gets.
Like 2 days of a week, of a work week, parang ang tagal-tagal. Kunyari, like pag inisip ko yung Monday and yung Tuesday and Wednesday, kahapon and today, parang ang tagal nung araw. Pero pag Saturday, Sunday,
ang bilis.
parang like, wait, why is it a Sunday? Wasn't it just a Friday? Bakit parang Sunday saan napunta yung Saturday? Yung parang you don't feel that it was 3 days of a weekend.
You know why? Because there's more stuff to do
I know.
pag weekend. Ang dami mong gustong gawin.
Ang dami mong
mong
gustong gawin.
ginagawa.
Yeah.
So, parang ang bilis niya. That's why ako, di ba usually Sundays, yun yung day mo for like chores and all that stuff. Sometimes I actually put it off and I'm like, you know what, I'll just do it
on a
Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah.
Kasi, so I can enjoy like yung buong Sunday ko without worrying about all the chores that I have to do.
And you always have that, minus the drama, you're like, where did it go? Where did the weekend go?
But I think we're lucky pa nga because, we only work 4
That's
hours
true.
a day. So
That's true.
honestly, like every day seems like a weekend if you think about it, especially because we do the show in the morning.
Yeah.
So we have the whole day, available. So, yeah. Pero totoo yun, mabilis talaga pag weekend.
True. But there you go. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. And sabi ni Sixto, as a Gen Z, pwede ba kitang i-cancel? Tanong niya sa'yo.
Alam mo, ayan talaga eh. Alam mo, may away talaga kaming mga millennials with Gen Z. Away yan eh, di ba? Gen Z versus millennials. Pero ako, I'm a very peaceful millennial. I don't have a fight. I'm not picking a fight with Gen Zs. Yeah. So,
Okay.
I'm a peaceful millennial. Sabi nga ni, Japat, millennial or like been on earth for a millennium?
I'm gonna go with the latter.
Grabe, 1,000 years? Ang OA? Okay.
Sabi ni Lai, wrap up na.
Sige.
Kalokohan na naman.
10:20 na. Bye-bye.
Thank you. And we hope you enjoyed today's edition of The Morning Rush.
We'll see you tomorrow.
We'll be back tomorrow. Stick around. Rhea Rams is up next. Bye.